Hey guys, so we're going to do a take 2 on this one. I know we already posted Health Nibble number 72 and half of it got cut off. So, actually only like 5 seconds of it posted. So we're going to go ahead and do this again in the car on our way to our destination for a Friday night. But this one is on the benefits, the sun is super funky, benefits of resetting your microbiome. So our 5-day water fast is...
Benefits of fasting. One of the benefits.
It was one of the benefits of fasting, but it's the benefits of fasting and resetting your microbiome. And our fast is coming up in a couple of days, actually in less than 2 days.
Yeah.
So we're gearing up for it. So I'm going to pass this over to Dr. Nagel, and he's going to tell you those benefits.
All right. So, some of this stuff is a little bit of an overlap from day to day because the body, everything works together. So it's hard to talk about one benefit without talking about other benefits. But, when you go into a block fast, so multiple days, one of the huge benefits is resetting the microbiome. And so in the, mid 2000s, we thought that if you just, and most doctors thought, if you dump a bunch of good bacteria in the gut, you're going to make all these amazing changes. And so basically, when they talk about gut problems, some of it's leaky gut and other parts are dysbiosis. So the bugs in the gut, you have more bad bugs than good bugs. And so those ratios are kind of screwed up. And so the old way of doing things, we made decisions based on the best information available, but we put a bunch of probiotics in, a bunch of good guys, hoping it would kick the bad guys out, and it just doesn't work very well. I mean, you're not going to get rid of candida and parasites and anaerobes, just all the bad stuff just by putting in probiotics. The other thing that it ends up happening that we didn't know about was you create monocultures when you just take one probiotic or one blend, like just a so we talk about rotating those probiotics. But so when you go back to the good guys and the bad guys, how are you going to get the bad guys out of there? Well, one way to get them out of there is starve them. So you starve them by fasting. And so you get a clean slate. So this is, one of our strategies, rather than, giving people natural killers and, constantly doing expensive tests and chasing these bad bugs. You do a block fast and you got a clean slate. And then so brings up another point, that it's really important to reseed the gut correctly. So if you just go back to you shouldn't be eating a standard American diet, but if you just fast and then go back to putting a bunch of junk in your body, you're going to reseed the body with a bunch of junk. So, that's something that we'll talk about, how to reseed the body when we're at the 5th day of our water fast. But you do it with fermented foods and then good, preferably soil-based bacteria, probiotics. So anyway, that's a huge benefit to fasting, is being able to reset that microbiome. And then for some tips. So when we fast, you can do a water fast, and we'll do mineral salt supplements with Himalayan salt. Can you put it? Is that good?
I can't see it.
Himalayan salt and water. Sorry. So Himalayan salt and water. So we do that throughout the day, where we just put salt and water, and it helps you with your hunger.
Or even just underneath your tongue. Or
underneath your tongue. Helps you with your hunger, and then it's actually just good for you. It's a mineral supplement. The other thing is, sometimes if I just had a conversation with somebody today who hasn't really done a whole lot to prepare their body for a fast, but they just want to kick a sugar addiction. And so I told them, go ahead, dig in, and if you get sick, get keto flu or whatever, you eat, you'll feel good in like a minute, and you'll go, whoa, I'm not going to die. But sometimes those symptoms that you get, if your body's really addicted to sugar and addicted to eating all the time, you can use a bone broth fast. So you can do that a couple times a day, and you still get some major benefits from the fast. Not like you do if you're just water and minerals, but it's a step in the right direction. So, you know, I hear people saying, oh, I did a green juice fast. That's a step in the right direction. But you want to get to where you can go 5 days, just water and minerals. So those are 2 tricks. And, you know, we'll be going over some more here in the next couple days before we start our 5-day water fast. So reset that microbiome. That's a benefit.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow.